Dama news is here. I cut out the weekly part of it because it's not happening weekly anymore, which is kind of sad to think about, because I think I was scrolling back through my older posts and I saw that 2021, I believe, was when I started weekly Dama news. And for the majority of that span, I was doing it every week. But hey, this time I've been crunching a lot of different other ideas that I'm trying to pursue and trying to make happen for everyone to enjoy within the kendertainment. So it's been difficult for me to make these weekly Dama news sessions, but here we are. Again, if you've been paying attention to what I'm doing, even here on the IG or on YouTube, recycling some stuff, but putting stuff in different platforms so you can all enjoy it in various locations. But there's going to be more stuff coming out that is not just live streams of weekly Dama news of what's been happening, but here we are going to be doing one off the cuff just because, again, yeah, looking at my schedule, I'm always feeling like, I don't know if I have time here, I don't know if I have time here, but hey, I had a little time right now, so it wasn't a precursor to, or just to let everyone know that I was going to be doing a news live, but here I am because I had the time and I thought, why not? Because we can do it right now. Hey, so at the end of all these Dama news lives, I always do a Q&A. So if you have a question, there's already one banked. If there's a question that anyone has, I will get to it, and I'll be answering them at the end of this news broadcast. But hey, here we are. We're going to be talking about the different things that I've noticed within the kendama sphere and just discussing the news about it. Some things might have truth to them. A lot of things are probably just my mind's eye and what I think about it specifically, or personally, I should say. And we're going to start from, okay, this is a saved post from the 13th of last month. So this is how long it's been since I've gotten to around to these live streams for news. Here we go. Beijing, China. Two-tile kendama. All right. They have released a video February 7th asking us to join the kendama party. Now, I think we're all a part of somewhat said party, but in this case, it's kind of throwing in the, I don't even know, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Pacific Rim style of we're living on the planet, we're harmonizing, having a good time with kendama, and then there's evil forces abroad or over in the universe who doesn't like kendama, or humans playing kendama, I guess is the idea. So they're going to come to destroy the world and destroy our kendama party. So not only is this video dropped from this account to like too tall kendama, but they are asking us to be a part of a kendama solitaire game. Am I solid, right? So what we have to do is throw vertical up your kendama out of the picture and then catch your kendama. Did you guys get that? Do a trick and then throw your kendama out of the picture again, going up. Okay, there's a little example of what that looks like. So this is like a video. Here's the demo. A video pass off. See, he caught it. The Dama came down and he caught it. He does the trick and he's going to throw it straight back up. And it looks like it's going to, I don't know, go to someone on the other side of the world. I kind of feel like they should have tossed it like left and right. So maybe, any case, it's still a cool idea. I'm not trying to talk smack, but that's the demo. So what they want us to do is be a part of this like worldwide kendama party by posting this. Send this whole video, length around 10 to 15 seconds, horizontal, either DM or email them. Now, what this is going to turn into, I still don't know. Okay? Like I said, that post was earlier this last month, February 7th. You guys know anything about this? Too tall kendama. Third kendama solitaire game is on. We hope this event could connect all kendama players from all over the world together. Join us to beat the devil against kendama. Cyber devil? We're going to get to that in a little bit. But yeah, that's all you do. Interesting. I don't see anyone else do. I mean, I think there's been times in the past with like Facebook kendama community trying to like get or maybe on another platform where people are saying like, hey, let's pass the kendama around and have it go around the world sending it to different players. You do a trick, maybe just around the world, and then send it back to the next player. And there was this whole rigmarole of how you can just who is up next in the list and who's connected to you, who's closest to you, so you don't have to pay like a crazy international shipping fee and stuff, so it would make its way around the world. I think I tried to take part in this. This was like, I don't even know, 2015? No, 17, maybe 16. And I remember I signed up to be a part of it, and it just, I think the idea fell apart, or the kendama just got snagged or lost and never made its way to the next destination. I think it started out. The account name is number 2, TAEL kendama. Number 2, TAEL, tile, too tall, too tail, kendama. It's a UI designer, photographer, kendama player out of Beijing. Not so much information about if this is a group or if it is I don't think it's a brand. Do they have kendamas? Oh, they have kendamas. It's a brand. To talk? No, to TAELK. Okay, so it's talk, yeah, but put an E in between the A and the L. Yeah, so here you go. I mean, oh, now I know, because I remember looking at this brand before, because they did different interesting things, like they made a panda Dama. Yeah, they had some interesting ideas, or I guess designs for kendamas. Like, look, here's like a roaster's coffee bean, coffee lover's kendama. Look, here's a dope bandana. Really cool ideas, really interesting designs. Oh, cat. Who likes cats? On a spliced out different types of wood kendama right there. I forgot, man, that I showed this before. I mean, look at that. It disappeared. Focusing on film, it's a kendama, but the mid stripe is like actual film, like that you'd get out of a rolled camera film. You got the classic. Just put a different sports kind of design on the Tama. So, there you go, baseball. Any case. So this is the brand that's doing it out of Beijing, China, making different types of kendamas. Oh, there it is. That's what I'm talking about. Akin to Mags's recent, not most recent, but recent, kendamas that are coming out. Very interesting. But I guess, they're putting together this. I don't know, again, where it's posted, because I haven't seen anything after that post from the beginning of February. But there it is. That's the first one from last month that I was going to talk about. So we're going to keep it rolling, and we're going to learn about, this next one, which is, I was like, what is that? Interesting. Analog taking, at first I had no idea what that was until I looked in the comments, and people were like, mushroom. I gotcha. And it's kind of interesting to see the realization to what we know now, if you follow analog kendamas, that they created a kind of pill-esque skill toy. I'm guessing it's a spike. Who knows? There might be a little concave, little cup right at the bottom of that base of the mushroom, where you can maybe attack, or do a little cup action, single cup action. Is there going to be a string? I don't know. But does anyone remember? I feel like, again, Facebook kendama community in 2015, 16, 17, somebody was hand turning cones. That's what it was. I thought it was something similar to this, like a mushroom. They were cones, though. You can get like a waffle cone, so it's like a spike kind of cone, or a normal, not normal. I get almost looks like a cup, kind of two-tiered cup cone. That's what I was thinking of. But there you go, analog. What are they going to do with this? I don't know. Skill toy, cross between bolero mushroom kendama made with an exotic wood. Talking about the lighting. Okay, cool. Kidding. Been working on this for almost a year, right? And that was almost a month of that little teaser of what this is. So hey, even the next one might be a teaser. Avocado? No, not sure. Any case, so there you go. Analog coming out. When is it coming out? We don't know. Do you want to play it? Maybe. That's an interesting thing with all of these just kind of side skill toys that we see. I'm not sure how many people actually dabble or get into it so much, you know. With the pills, like I've got 4 right there. I think I got a tiny one up there too. So I got 5 pills total. But do I play the pill often? No. I would say no. I again, dabble here and there. I enjoy it when I pick it up, but I always find myself putting it down fairly quickly comparing to a kendama. If I'm going to sesh a kendama, if I'm going to sesh a pill, I don't find myself going too hard with a pill because you have to be so laser focused on spiking because that's all it is. So maybe it could be in return, you know, a good way to practice kendama because all you're doing is spiking. I don't know if this is true facts or not. Maybe it's just a phenomenon. We should ask some top tier kendama players, like, what do you think about something like the pill? Can this enhance your kendama play just by spiking? I know that Wyatt is a big fan of the pill, and he shreds the pill, and you know he has a very fine aesthetics down spiking and spiking many things, so that fits hand in hand. But other players, I'm not so sure. But here you go, a mushroom skill toy. Interesting, yes. Will we buy it? We shall see. We shall see. But definitely cool to, you know, switch up the game, try to make something a little different. You know, Analog's got those sardines, those tiny kendamas and stuff. So, you know, definitely hats off to just trying something new. See what works. What's cool. Next one. Okay, so again, old news, so maybe I don't even talk about it. Cush clears. Let me know in the chat right here. Did anyone get their Tamas Cush cleared from Sweets? Because they open up this service where they are cushing everyone's Tamas, whatever you want. Mostly unplayed kendamas, send them your way. Who has an old school Mugen that they're gonna send to get cush? No, that's blasphemy. That's no, don't do that. Don't do that. But it's kind of cool to see and to think about, like, what kind of old school kendamas, especially like I have so many old jammers out here. I'm like, what can I do? Can I cush this? Can I cush this? Would it work? It might just fall off because this is actually just plastic. But kind of cool and interesting to see that Sweets is doing it. Interesting. Amazingly awesome that Sweets is doing this because we've had no other chance to get this type of paint from other companies unless they were doing collabs with Sweets themselves. So this is really, really dope. Example, I saw somebody who got some Inky Cats Tamas done or bought from her. And then I think there was a clear coating on them specific. I'm not sure. I'm not going to say anything. Amazing artwork. And then the dude got into the service for getting them clear coated, or I should say cushed. I'm all over the place. Cushed. And then he got him back and he's like, these things are amazing. And it just ups any kind of game Atama that you have. Oh, dude. Chip Uzi said, I cushed my sour mash. I was thinking about that. I got a bunch of mash, like those, mostly these, these two are mashes right there. I got a bunch of mash Tamas, and I was like, you know, comparing to what we have nowadays in the game, mash, it's different, right? I mean, it's not as tacky as we would like. It's not especially honed out of the box as we'd like. That's one of those Tamas, or many of the mash Tamas, for everyone who doesn't know, it's like, you had to put in the work still to really make it work. Maybe right when you got it, it was really good. Another thing that can be a variant on tackiness is where you're located. If it's a very humid area or dry area. In Japan, the winters are super dry. Summers are crazy humid. So right now, I don't touch those. But in the summertime, if I go back, I jam them a little bit. I get that shit's warmed up. It's like on the Tama. Super sticky. So interesting to see what a cushed sour mash is like. Or do they all feel cushed? Does it take away everything? Does it really matter? Chip Uzi, let me know. Did it change? Or it just changed it to a cush. So you have a sour mash aesthetic pattern Dama, but it's just a cush Tama. It's cushion for you. Because that's what some people like. Me, if I jam one for a while, if I dedicate my time to just playing cush, then I get used to it. But I don't have many cushes, and when I pick one of those up, and lunars are amazing. Maybe that's why I'm very popular amongst everyone, because everyone likes lunars. Where I'm kind of on the other side of, I played a lot of old Damas where it was so difficult to lunar that I was all about lighthouses. And when you pull up one turn lighthouse and it catches an edge on a cush, it just topples over. I'm just so unready for the solid, like, you have to land 100% lighthouse, or there's no adjusting, or else that's going to get wobbled out. Yeah, there you go. Chip Uzi says, exactly, it's a cushed GT mash. Feels like my marble. Feels like a marble Dama? Like from Sweets? Old school? Like a Pro Clear? No. Mash. Probably, Cush Clear, right? So, that happened. But my big question, I'm sure a lot of people thought about, like, what could I cush? What could I cush? And of course, I'm sure there was some sort of, like, cutoff point from Sweets where they're like, we're not going to cush that. You can't just send us anything. We're only going to do Tamas and stuff. But what about this? Could someone have sent them the Deal With It plushie? These things sold out quick. It's phallus looking kendama plushie doll. That I love the way Rice put this on, or how he designed it. He took the picture just like he would for all of his normal kendamas, right on the table right there, and just lined up the same exact way. So it's like totally Deal With It aesthetic. Super, super cool. Even that shot, all the shots, but they're just plushies. Stoked to see that since they sold out so well that Matt's going to do another run of these. I think he, on his stories, asked if people wanted a certain color, or OG leaf green. I think he was thinking about, should we do another red? Should we do other OG colors? Maybe we'll see a baby blue come into play. This is really cool, but it is unplayable. You cannot play the Deal With It plush Dama. Sad to say. I'm sure that was something that everyone had the question of, can I play it? Can I play it? These we cannot play, sad to say, but who knows, maybe in the future there might be some new ideas that yours truly sent over to Matt to possibly make that happen. Maybe not exactly in the same way that we see a kendama, how we play kendama with, but something that can be two playable pieces, possibly. I'm just saying, maybe. It's all up to Matt. But more plushies? I saw people like giving it to their kids, pictures of it, like a cat messing around with it, or dogs like sleeping with it or something. I guess it's the fandom of kendama has gone way past just playing kendama, and this is another one that I'm thinking of. I'm just thinking right now, connects to analog creating that mushroom kendama. What is it going to be called? The shroom? I don't even know. Can't think of anything clever right now. But that's another thing that just pushes our love for kendama. These small trinkets that you're like, wow, I want to get that. Whoa, what is that? Like small kendama thing? Like why the hell? Like why? Like, oh, that's just a pen, right? I can write with that pen, but it's not just a pen. It's the original pendama for all the people that remember the Lunatak pendama. I never got one of those. I wanted to get one of those. But yeah, we get that stuff. We buy that. Maybe I do. Maybe you do. Maybe you want some of that stuff. So it's really cool to see different companies trying to make different things outside of just kendamas that we can all get stoked on and pick up and support. On to the next one. Hey, coming by at the end of the month, Lindenhurst, New Jersey, Pace Pack, New Jersey, Dama Madness, happening over on the East Coast, 2024. It's going down. It's going down. Bevel Worship and Ken Jersey putting it together. Really dope to see more stuff happening in the East Coast. If you guys didn't know, I'm originally from Connecticut, and Greenwich right next to Manhattan. So I'm definitely have big feelings, huge love for the East Coast. It's New York, Jersey's right there, with the tri-state. We're the tri-state gang. So I'm so stoked to see more stuff happening over in the East Coast. And if we all go back into like the history of kendama, a lot of stuff was popping off. A lot of stuff was really active and just exploding over on the West Coast. There's a lot of California stuff, and there was some like other, like up in I'm horrible with geography in the U.S. Washington State, there was so much activity. And then East, and you like looked over the East Coast, there's like, oh, it was a very few. Of course, one of our legends, Sweet's legend, Crown legend, is there. And it's just so amazing to see so much has grown, and more people are getting into it. Because I don't know what it is, but is it a vibe of being too cold, being East Coast, West Coast kind of like conflict? Of course, we're all trying to like, it's a small like thing that, I think some people might have with even like in Canada, America. Do we have that? I don't think so. But East Coast, West Coast is definitely a weird thing that we have, who's better. But and all that stuff aside, Dama Madness, March 30th and 31st in Jersey. So go, there's ladders, there's open cash prize for freestyle that's going to be happening. So it's really cool to see everyone in the East Coast put in the work and make stuff happen. Because like there is Kendama USA, which is located East Coast, but it's not Northeast Coast. So someone's got to do something there. Of course, the major MJR from Kendama Depot has been killing it, making massive waves, as TJ would say, in the kendama space in Northeast Coast area. So awesome. Hats off to everyone that's doing anything over there, because it's necessary, it's needed. And another person that's doing something over there is, I'm going to just jump to this post. New Lace Kendamas. Jacob, where are you located again? Where are you? People in the chat, where's New Lace located? Is it Jersey? Is it New York? Is it Connecticut? I believe it was one of those three, right? Any case, so New Lace Kendamas is putting together a contest, video contest that's, I think, happening right now. So you better jump on it. Hashtag love your selfie. Love your selfie, okay? So this kind of is a really great like connection to what Jacob does with his other job, which is like helping vets past U.S. Army. I'm not sure if it's like Air Force, other types of services as well, but helping them after they get back from combat or from being deployed and stuff, and helping their mental state, helping them get back into living a normal life, getting back to it, right? And that's a really important thing. So one of those things apart or connecting with, mental health is loving yourself. So this is a really great like connection where it's like, love your selfie. You want to do what? A selfie contest, because you got to love that selfie. Is this something that is actually a challenge though, right? Oh, Massachusetts says maybe they're located in Massachusetts. Thanks. Maybe. But really cool to see. And another really great reason why this is a good competition for New Lace to throw is because of Gage is one of the masters of selfie posting. Probably like I'd say like 90% of his posts include or are only selfie shots. He's right up in there doing the selfie shots right on the right on the Dama or something, but you can still see everything. I'm definitely positive he's using some sort of a wide-angled fisheye lens or something to be able to capture a lot of the things that he is filming, and it looks great. So this is just another reason why it goes hand in hand that everyone should take part in this. Challenge yourself to love your selfie and film a selfie. Let's go over the contest rules really quickly. Film a selfie, of course, of yourself with a cell phone, okay? With a cell phone. So maybe, who knows, if you have like an action camera, can you just use that? Because some people might not have a phone that has a wide angle or a fisheye built into it. But hey, I mean, well, you guys aren't in Japan. You probably go to Amazon and find a cheap one. I know here in Japan at the dollar store, the hyakken we call it, the hyakken store, you can find these fisheye lenses. And for a while before I got this thing, that's what I would put on my device. And it worked fine. It worked beautifully. I almost feel like it worked better than what I have here. Any case, grab one of those, film and edit. It must be less than 1 minute in length. And then upload the video to Instagram, to your Instagram account, and tag New Lace Kendamas and use this hashtag #LoveYourSelfie. One person per entry. Submissions must be in by the 8th of this month. Okay? The 8th of March is your deadline, is your cutoff time. So get on it if you haven't. If you had an inkling of doing a selfie, here you go, within a minute. Doesn't say it has to be just a full like edit. Like maybe it could just be one trick. Who knows? But go out there, be a part of the comp, because even just taking participation, putting effort to be a part of the competition in any way is awesome to see. For the people who are involved in it, for the people who are throwing it, it is such a great thing. And as for you to put yourself out there and to make an edit, to just to you know, to have the courage enough to do it, especially if you're someone who doesn't usually film yourself or who doesn't usually take a part in competitions. Here you go. A lot of people were saying for New Year, New Edit Comp, like, oh yeah, I want to do something, but it's maybe too much work. You know, there's a lot of different types of editing. I don't have this software. I feel like I can't do this. A lot of different barricades that you could feel, or barriers where it's like, oh, it makes it difficult to do. But here you go. Everyone's got a phone, I believe, or you can borrow a phone, film yourself, give it a shot. Why not? Because the prizes are pretty dope. Okay, we have three prizes, first, second, third. Third prize is $50 cash and one fresh mod from New Lace. Second place is $150. That's pretty great. And 2 Damas. Amazing. And then winning big for first place prize is 3 kendamas and a GoPro Hero 12. Yes. Black. I don't know if that just specifies the color or if that's like a name for that series or version of GoPro. But in any case, that's what you get. Get on it. Selfie, filming. For New Lace, you only have a few more days, only until the 8th. You got 4 more days. You're in Japan, it's already March 4th. And hey, going to what's happening here in Japan is the last day, possibly the last day. I hit up Kota asking him a question if today was the final day to put in an entry for the KWC Kendama World Cup trick contest, or the list of tricks that you could possibly add to for the World Contest. Right? You get what I'm saying there? Every year, they ask everyone around the world, they say, you do a trick and send it to us. And that will put that together, and that will be the trick list for the Kendama World Cup. That's amazing to think about. We all have a chance to have a major part in the biggest kendama competition in the world. Here in the home motherland, Hatsukaichi, in Japan. And this is your last chance. You probably have like less than 24 hours. So you pull an all-nighter if you had an idea and you didn't send it off. Or if you did already, congrats, good stuff. For me, I had an idea to do something and I waited until the last minute. That's why I asked Kota if there's any spots, not if any spots, if the cutoff date was the beginning of the 4th, which has already happened, or the end of the 4th of today. So, in that case, then I have some time to film something and to enter it in to see if it can be a part of the Kendama World Cup. So it's really cool. There's 2 different types of entries that you can be. So even those like simple like level 1, level 2 tricks that we all see that are always like the same, like, you know, like takoyaki, airplane, maybe like one turn, lighthouse, falling in, all that stuff, like that is like set, solidified as every year. Those are the basic tricks that go in there. You could be doing one of those tricks too. So there's 2 types of entries for the Kendama World Cup trick list. And when you enter your video, you select which one. You select if it's going to be one of those already set kendama tricks. So it's like, I'm going to do airplane, you know, gather like a group of your friends at the Dama sesh. If you got like 20 people and you all do airplane at the same time, like, hey, that could be chosen to represent airplane for the Kendama World Cup in their videos. So that's one thing you can choose. Or if you have a kendama trick that you want to enter that is just completely your own, then you would choose the second option and send them the video. Okay. There's some specifics about what exactly, like how much seconds you need to leave open before and after you do the trick. But so you can't just like go back and forth. Like if you're missing, like you actually have to like calm down, make sure you have some time, and then get the trick in. And it's all written down even in English. So if you go to the Gloken website, you can, there's on the top right corner, I believe this, you can switch from Japanese to English and stuff. So you can read all this information in English too. But again, it's finished like almost within the next 12 hours. So maybe next time. Okay. Say for me, maybe next time. Oh, what else we got? Okay. Love. Oh, hey, here we go. Announcing active kendama, announcing a new player, Shinya from Japan. Shinya, come on, where is he? Shinya has been within the kendama game, part of JKA, coming up in the rankings like for a long time, and he was amazing. He's an amazing player, amazing little dude. I don't know how old he is. He's probably like 14 or something. Super good player. Was a part of Catch and Flow these past few years, and last year I remember specifically because he was the only dude who brought a normal, like, JKA sized kendama, normal JKA sized kendama. Okay. For reference, here's a play from Kendama Europe. Small cups. Okay. Small cup, big cup. Okay. Shinya brought this guy. It had like really nice like Yamagata Kobo, Yamagata factory paint, which is that really nice like matte grip paint. It's really, really dope actually. And he had this size kendama and he performed for Catch and Flow and he killed. He did it super well. And I think all the people were like, yeah, like he was amazing, but like it's like, dude, I remember when I talked to when Kotaman like came and sat with me during the live, and he's like, Shinya, he brought out the old school JKA Dama and he destroyed on that thing. It was amazing to see. And it's really cool to see active kendama pick up another player now from Japan. So it's really cool. Again, you're just broadening the horizon of how young kendama player can be. Because again, I'm not positive, but he's definitely within maybe just going into middle school now or in middle school. Okay. What else we got? New player. Anything else? New player? No. Okay. We're going to go to, hey, interesting stuff within the kendama world that you might have a chance to be a part of. Or maybe not this one. Art kendama from Pat. This is something that was shared from Patrick. If anybody knows, he used to be designing a lot of illustrations for Kenholics, back in the day. So I guess he's putting together a kendama. It's Friday kendama. Did you see Friday? And then Goat Collective. So I don't think this is all different people who are into kendama, but I believe it's different artists, 20 artists that Patrick knows. Patrick is an illustrator. He's really cool. I don't know if you guys seen his stuff. He's done so many illustrations of past kendama players that look like here's Noah, like with the multiple arms. If you guys know that style of art from other like pros or sharing it on their feeds or even having it as their profile icon, that's Patrick. Patrick did that, okay? And of course he has different types of styles, or he's worked with. Oh, he there you go. He did a soul collab a while ago. If you guys remember that one. But yeah. So he is creating, see here's a style. He's creating a bunch of kendama, or a bunch of artists to get together to make a kendama art show. Yeah, he did the soul collab, yeah. So that's happening in Japan. Hey, but like a month before Kendama World Cup. So if you have a long vacation, maybe you could come out and hang out. It's happening down in Osaka. I say down because I'm northern area of where Osaka is. But really cool to see different types of people. And Friday Kendama. So I'm guessing, back in 2014, there was a art collective surrounding kendamas where people, I think Kendama USA might have donated a bunch of like old classic kendamas and gave it to artists, and these artists would just paint all over or do something to it. And there was an art gallery in Harajuku in Tokyo, and all the pros, it was like right before or right after, no, it was right before Catch and Flow, first one in 2014. And everyone went and we saw all these different types of artists just take kendama and either paint on it, do something interesting, put like weird kind of like acrylic over it, or like design it, or different ways. An artist just looking at a kendama and be like, oh, let us just do this. Really cool stuff. So it looks like Patrick is going to get that stuff going again, get that ball rolling again, if you will, and get art and kendama mixed and jamming again, Really cool to see. Togo-san did it. Togo, Shinosuke's father, owner of Ken Hall. He had a art gallery that went down focusing around kendamas. You don't have to use a kendama. It can be a picture. I did an illustration for it. So art and kendama. I love art. I love kendama. It's really cool to see these types of things. Maybe I got to make my way down to, and here's a kendama that Patrick did. Maybe I got to find my way down to Osaka to check it out, to see what it's all about. Cool stuff. All right. Bam, bam. What's the next one? Okay, here's the other kind of event that's happening. Kendama Squirrel's putting together over in the U.S. the Fair Games. You get it? Fair? Because it's like carnival fair that you go to when you're a kid. Aesthetic. So cool. Amazing concept. Richmond, Virginia, spring 2025. Oh, shit. I didn't know that it was 2025 until right now. I said it to everyone right now. So next year. So you have time to make your way over to get there to it. A new kind of comp. Let's read from the post directly. The event weekend will host Okay, 2 days. We already know. Host a day of competitions, including an open format for all skill levels, from beginner to pro, and a freestyle event made up of primarily girls and women. Awesome to see. You have an event or an idea for one you haven't seen anyone do, or maybe there was some in the past, but only like once or twice, and then it kind of stopped. You can make it happen. Kendama Squirrel's making it happen. Amazing. You think like squirrels are like all about like, oh, should I cross the street? Should I not cross the street? No, this Kendama Squirrel got it locked on. Okay. Okay. It says in efforts to make this community a wide event, the 2-day event for everyone is encouraged for everyone to play and participate in some newly schemed and constructive carnival. What? I can't read. Constructed? Carnival style mini games that have a kendama influence. So who knows? Maybe it's gonna be like carnival kind of style jams, or where it's like a bunch of bottles. Maybe it's a bunch of bottles and you throw the ring and you have to try to get it on top of the bottles. Maybe it's just a bunch of cans and you got to get the ring. Hopefully it's not the tama on there, because that'd be tough. Maybe if you had like 5 holers, the 5-hole tamas, and throw that on there, maybe. But in any case, hats off to Kendama Squirrel for putting in the work and figuring out that, hey, we can make a kendama event happen in the style and the format that she envisions, and it's going down. And I'm sure so many people are going to be in for it. Of course, you know, it's mentioning that it's focused for women and girls, women, but it's just like, you know, like the old, do they do them anymore? Like the all girls kendama events. It's like, we want everyone there, you know, but it's focused strictly for the girls to just have a really great stage to get out there and to be a part, to feel more a part of this community that we have of just mostly dudes playing with sticks and balls. Hey, did you guys see this shit? Okay, this is a post of when Bonz was just like lurking around kendama for like a few weeks a bit ago. But then the caption, it's from Chrome. It says, yeah, hypothetically, what if Bonz was coming to the EKC? Hypothetically, ha 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 ha. So hopefully, you know, that can be a good little, you know, if anyone's got their spidey sense going, Bonz has been kind of silent, you know, a sleeping giant for a while. We don't know why, not sure. Maybe I need to get in contact with this dude, have a chat with him. But EKC's around the corner. Not right around the corner, but, you know, it's a few blocks before. And he might be going. That's going to be an amazing thing, because to see someone like that, of his style, coming into it and to just take part in a massively, quickly growing event over in the EU, that'd be an amazing thing. And just, again, the support, Crom, rebuilding themselves and stuff, it would be awesome to see Bonz come in and just like be a pillar of strength for Crom at the EKC. Awesome to see. Excited for that one. Talking about art and kendama, should we go into these or should we go with product? Yeah, let's go into these. Yeah, talking about kind of his product. Winter Kendamas, Kendama China, Winter Kendamas, teamed up with a artist to create these two kendamas. One looks like Chubarashka, all right? If anyone knows the Russian little character, totally looks like Chubarashka with the, it's just like a black version instead of brown. Teamed up with this illustrator or this artist to create these two kendamas. You got hats. You have kendamas. You get kendamas all the time, right? And you're like, oh, this is a cool kendama. When was the last kendama you had that came with a friggin' hat? There he is, Silent's hat. It comes with the hat. All right, that is such a cool little thing. That, there you go, fully painted Ken. It looks like there's glaze, some shine to the Tama, so maybe it's a sticky. But this one is designed by Tiakasha. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Again, from Winter Kendamas, these two are both, let's see, I think, here we go. It looks like it's a studio from Shanghai. Let's go and save the world. And there you go. There's the aesthetic. Here's that little character, that little Santa looking like dude with the same star eyebrows. And it looks like pretty much it's a real collaboration between this artist. Looks like what could be like their logo. They're almost like a branding mark. Because look, let me scroll down. I think there's another one that uses the same, or maybe not, uses this same dude. There he is again. Within their branding. So that's really cool, because you're getting two sides of the coin. You're getting people who are into kendama to buy something that has an artist style into it, and you're getting this artist who has a following, a fan base, who likes their art, who will now see this thing. Oh, what's that cute little like toy doll table piece? Not sure, but more eyes are getting put on it and thinking about, what can this be? What is kendama? Maybe I think, let's search, go down the rabbit hole. You know, there's plenty of kendama players who start off with something simple, and then it turns into something bigger for them. Example, Shinosuke, who, you know, 2022 won Catch and Flow. He started playing kendama. I with the KDX, the kendama. What is it called? What is the DX for? Kendama Extreme? KDX? Yeah. It's a plastic kendama that was made by Bandai here in Japan. And that's how we got into it. There was like competitions and there was like lessons that was happening when those were being produced and really like advertised a lot. Nobu of 430, creator of Catch and Flow, MC of Kendama World Cup, was a sponsor, a big like mascot almost in a way for the KDX. So he saw Shinosuke all the time growing up, and now this is where Shinosuke has found himself on the top tier level of kendama play, specifically Catch and Flow from what we see, right? 2022. So who knows that someone can just go see these cute little things and think, oh, that's kind of cute. And then 8 years down the road, be taking first champ in some kendama competition. Okay, hitting up more art. Yeah, why not? Okay, did you see that? That kind of looks familiar. That's what we were just looking at, right? Yeah, that little, okay, here's a dope little art piece. Little SD character by Dear XY is an illustrator. And the illustrator has a bunch of kendamas. But before that, there was nothing really to do with kendamas. Nothing related. I don't see anything, just their art, which is pretty cool. And then it looks like all of a sudden, oh, bam, they got this kendama. Let's see what the translation says. Yeah, let me see translation. All in Chinese or Mandarin. So cute. I'm going to start. So I'm saying you're going to start. You're going to start what? Getting into the path. Think about when you guys first started getting into kendama. What was that click? What was that initial thing? Did you see it from a friend? Was it a recommendation? Did you see it in a ski video? You know, did you just see it from someone down the street? You had some kind of idea. Did you see it because you're a yo-yo player and you have some background in that and you've seen it before but never really tried it? Here's an artist who's getting into it and then creating really dope art and has probably done enough research, enough research to learn about some of the tricks. Look, this chick's throwing throwing penguin. All right. What other tricks we got? We got penguin. Oh, come on. Why can't I? We got penguin. Oh, under the leg jams. Who's that? Noah? Come on. They did plenty of research to look at the tricky fingers. 4 fingers. Yeah. Tight roping. Here's a cat doing a nice little candle and grip action. Whoa, you know, dynamic spiking on a crystal. Oh, on a what is that? Disco ball? Hey, that's an idea for someone. Look at that, tough. And it just keeps on going. Oh, it was stilting. That's what I'm saying. How kendama incorporates like so many facets of enjoyment in everyone's life. Like, it's not only about kendama, and it's really awesome for some players that it is like strictly just kendama, but then you've seen it like take a different turn for other things, and be it like a new kind of career path in their future, or a new way of looking at themselves and kendama and how they can progress themselves through kendama, but then translate that to their daily life and whatever they're doing, you know, even without the kendama, but taking the same like mindset of leveling up and chasing the next best trick, or feeling comfortable with where you are, or understanding the system of progression. And then Yasu, Yas is releasing music now. Yasu is releasing music. He has officially changed his name to Cyber Devil Yasu. He has massively auto-tuned. Oh, it doesn't matter. He's singing, spitting bars, think, and has a specific aesthetic to cyber, futuristic stuff. Anybody watch Serial Experiments Lane? Maybe it's a little Judge Dredd. Maybe it's a little futuristic kind of what am I looking for? Fifth Element? Sixth? Who knows? Maybe This little cyber devil is the 7th element. But again, changing trajectory within your life from this piece of wood, taking this one thing, expanding, getting good at it, being very proficient, finding your style, and then moving forward with it or without it. Or maybe a little bit with it. I'm not completely there. Such a cool thing. And of course, that he's still so young. I think he's like 15 now. He has so much time, so much more growth that can happen. So I'm just excited to see what he's going to do in anything he does. But there you have it. Officially Cyber Devil Yasu. When are you waiting for his next concert? You got to come to Japan. Maybe they're amazing things. I'm even at a loss for words. But that's what's happening. That's the growth. Okay. Hey, we got a few more in here, and then we're going to do Q&A. So there's one question bank right now. If you guys have a question, use the question tool, and I'll be getting it after these last few stories or articles. What should I call them? I guess news articles. Yeah. Chrome, going back to Chrome, new bag. What does it say? One of a kind. What's it going to be? Is there a full kendama in there? There could be, Take apart the kendama and just jam it in there. Put it in a bag. Hey, that looks cool. That looks eco-friendly. Or as we say in Japan, eco-friendly. New steez? Or is it maybe a bag of chips? Or is it potatoes? Maybe it's dice. You guys know about the dice, right? ISR made some dice. Ken Hole has some kendama dice, just to get the ideas flowing and stuff. It's what is in the bag, Skags. What's in the bag? We don't know, but it's there. And that's really cool to see. Just keep the hype up. Keep it going. Make new things. Is this pink thing going to be in the bag? The Kirby? Somebody else, I think it was Chato, commented like a Kirby. And that's what I thought right away. But in Japan, there's already a Kirby kendama that you can get. If anyone comes down to Mesh Tokyo, you can find it there. They got it stocked. Maybe unless somebody bought them all out. But pink. Coming out March 8th. Okay? I want to be like the Sherlock Holmes trying to figure out why specifically the 8th? Why are there so many 8s? Why the song? Can anyone figure out anything from this? Yes. Pepto Bismol. When you got that heartburn kicking in. Diarrhea. You got to pick up this kendama and plug so you don't have any more of that. Any case, new stuff. I'm really excited that Chrome is releasing new things more frequently. That means people are hyped. People are hopefully picking stuff up and keeping their ball rolling, because that's all we want to do. We want to hang out, have a good time, and just roll, keep on trucking kind of vibes. Okay. Another one, 365 released a 366. First time ever. Leap year. Yeah. Did you guys see that? Because I didn't at the very beginning, but then I saw it and I was like, oh, that is such a good little touch right there. 366 on the leap year. They got a leap Dama and they got a frog on there. Different color, different types of wood that you can pick it up in. Cool, very nice leaf pattern, sketch leaf pattern aesthetic on the top right there. And maybe one of those months, days track. I'm not sure. Very vibrant green that they have as well. Cool to see something really special just for this time. You won't get it again. And then, hey, something that everyone's probably talking about. Everyone loves the Uzumaki, or should I say the Luzumaki. The Luzumaki. Everyone loves the Luzumaki. Creating more awesome spirals. And I'd have to say probably my favorite version that they've done. Clean, white, aesthetic, simple white red, Good amount of etching that they've done on the ken too. Where they've placed it was really nice. Got a nice little Uzumaki seal right there. Really great touches on this one. And of course, it's probably going to get like sold out quickly because Uzumaki has had kendamas in the past on his own shop and stuff. You know, he's like takes kendamas and he paints them and does stuff to them and then sells them. But it's always like they're art pieces. They're one-off pieces. So the price tag shows that. And for some people who want really like his art but don't have access to it because of the price tag, that can be something that is now fixed through Sweets. So it's really cool to see them collaborate with someone like this to make a affordable or an approachable kendama with the same kind of style aesthetic that you wanted, but at a price that won't break the bank. And I believe, everyone, that's all the articles that I have for today. It's been a while. There's a few that I just skipped because they're just way too old. And my throat's feeling it. Q&A time for Dama News. Let me know. Hit me up in the question tool down here, and we'll go through a few questions before we say goodbye. Hitting hard from Kendama Fart. What's the most iconic mod? So this is really tough. For me, I'm just thinking about like within all of kendama, from my knowledge of kendama going back in the history of like JKA damas and stuff through the 13, 14, 15 with the sour mashes and the different types of artists, like the cooks, Strigios, like making so many types of amazing kendamas that were hand done. Not crazy expensive, but hand done. And you couldn't get them anywhere else, including the grip and stuff. But mod, iconic mod, that's so hard to say. I almost want to go to the throwback mod that Weens did, the Jake Weens mod, signature mod that he did, the red Tama, gold, pad printed seal. It's not actually a sticker. What is that? Yeah, it's not actually a sticker like the usual JKA Damas, but it's a printed on. But it looks great. That might be it. Just because of it's old and new at the same time. And not so it strikes the heart of multiple people. It hits the old school player because it's just a classic red Tama on a Ken. Nothing fancy. But then it hits the new school players because maybe they're like, whoa, look at it. It's just a red Tama. That's it. Like, yeah. Because nowadays everything's covered in some sort of tracking for your eyes or design. Everyone's trying to like push the envelope to just stand out from the next one. But back in the day, it was just solid colors. That's it. What color you want? Red or blue? Like, that's it. So even though it's old, it might be fresh for people who are getting into kendama of recent, but it has the playability of modern kendama. So that might be maybe pretty good, iconic kendama that will last the ages of time. Like, yeah, that's what we're gonna go with. That's too hard. That's too hard, Fart. KF, that's hard. Hard. Nurge, not a question. Oh, dude, but thanking you for liking and interacting with the Kendama yearbook. Hey, Kendama yearbook. You guys know about the yearbook? Did you buy the yearbook? Did you get the hard copy? Did you pre-order it? Because how else are you going to get your friends to sign it? Nerd saying, dude, no worries, dude. Hope to get you in there someday. Someday. So awesome to see Nerd putting in the work and, setting up the nice backdrop, getting the lighting fixed and everything, getting all these drunk kendama players together or whatever kendama players together and organizing them to take pictures. And it's just such a cool idea. I think it is something that is really cool to see digitally, but have physical copies of this, I think would be amazing. To have a book that you can grab There you go on it. Nerd says, hoping to have hard copies in the future of this book where you can go through and see who was where. Maybe like adding, I'm not sure exactly how you could like organize it as if it like was within events or just like people of the times, you know. You could like throw in like roster sections of different companies and you had those people at this time to see like where they are in their kendama journey and stuff. You know, maybe a few collage spreads of the different events that they've been to. So that's something that's really cool. That's like, would be amazing to either get nerds out to like every event so we can get like a massive collection of players from around the world, or to have a collective of photographers who are teamed together to be a part of the project. That might be an easier idea to make it actually happen. But still amazing to see, to put just solidify faces in the community. And for people within the community to feel even more a part of it, all right? It's like we all have friends within the community. We all have people that we jam with, that we really vibe with, you know, and there's few people who maybe don't have that. So to have something like this, to be a part of it physically, or even if it, just digitally now, that's totally fine. But to be a part of it so you can scroll through and see faces and stuff. It would be really, really cool. You know, the only question is like, what should we put, their handle or their real name? You could probably put both. Do we put quotes? That's going a little deep. But or actually, no, they've been the quotes already. No, what are we talking about? Nerds, you already got it. Flying V, there you go. Nerds is saying, shout out to Flying many _V to do this as well. Bam. Bam. And there, everyone, we finished the Dama news. I'm not sure when we'll be doing this. I have some future ideas of when I can be making a better schedule for everyone to know when these are coming up live. But there's a lot of other things that is happening within kendertainment that I can't talk about yet. But hopefully if everything gets organized well, then be able to make more moves and make things more, have things more consistent all over. Dama Nerds, news, YouTube, new styles of content as well, possibly new podcasts, okay? Again, I'm here for the love of kendama, for the passion that everyone else has. I have it as well, and I just want to be able to connect those ideas, connect those passions, connect maybe possibly people, connect history, the roots, to possible new players, or have players who've been in it back in the day who are still in it and like, I remember those OG days, you know, like just so we can be old farts about it. And I just want to say thanks everyone for hanging out, for subscribing, to joining any kind of live stream that I do, watching any of the videos, and excited for the future of kendertainment. So bear with me as we go through some just fine tuning of, or there's some good fixes, and then it's going to go into fine tuning of what we're going to be bringing to you. But anyways, that's it for this one. Thanks all for hanging out. Dama News, play kendama, enjoy it. We'll see you in the next one. Keep it clean.